Guys and girls, we got a lot of new subscribers. I need to say thank you so much to the latest subscriber, JR Shaw. Welcome to the crew, as well as Susanna Quintero, Big Lex, Jennifer High, Mr. Mosley, Drew Ledbetter, Patricia Rudolph, Aho Poli, Mauricio Blanco. Wow, we got a lot of new subscribers, you guys. We got a lot of cool stuff planned for you all. Okay, thank you, Nicholas and Fernando Mendoza again for being the last super chatter. He literally dropped 200 on Tuesday, I'm sorry, and it was pretty nuts. But thanks to him, we're gonna have a really cool, not only the Halo Xbox giveaway, guys. We're getting more stuff in to give away for our special December holiday stream giveaway spectacular, where Timothy is gonna be coming back to take over the channel. It's going to be fun. We're calling it the Silent Night Before Christmas. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be giving away a lot of good stuff. And a rumor told me that we're going to be giving away a Halo-themed headset. So you're going to want to stick around. And I'll update you guys here on the channel about December's giveaway and also on Twitter at 1VideoGameDude. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following. And have all the alerts on and all that good jazz. And you know what else you guys could do that's free of charge is drop a like. That would help out a lot to help us keep doing these streams for you guys. And also, Halo Xbox giveaway. If you do not know this, we're giving away a Halo Xbox Series X alongside Killer Cam 1020, a reputable stock tracker on Twitter, and me and him are going to be doing that giveaway next Saturday. We're going to have the pre-show at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and the actual giveaway at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yo, welcome to the crew, A7X Devo. Welcome to the crew, man. Thank you so much for subscribing. And so next Saturday, for those of you who are subscribed to the channel and have alerts on, you already know that I put an update. We're going to start a pre-show, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and then the actual giveaway next Saturday is happening at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But you have to click on that link, that giveaway link, to register. And also, you have to be present. That's going to be a big thing. You have to be subscribers to me and Killer Cam on YouTube. You have to be following us on Twitter, and you have to be retweeting and liking that pinned tweet, my guys and girls. You know, and we're doing all these steps because we're trying to avoid duplicate accounts, scalper bots, and members of certain groups, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. But without further ado, my guys and girls, we're gonna go ahead and start the stream. If you got questions for Stock Tracker or myself, then you can drop them in the chat and we'll go through them at the end of the chat we're gonna have with him right now. I got a lot of questions I'm gonna ask him, and with that said, guys, let me go ahead and cut to Mr. Mr. Stock Tracker. So give me one moment here.
Testing.
Hey, what's going on, my dude? Let me go ahead and
not much, man. Doing pretty good. Had a big lunch, so I'm feeling pretty full right now.
Oh,
how are you guys doing?
What you have? What you have, man? Do you want to share what you ate?
Yes. I had it was like a early Thanksgiving kind of thing. So it was the whole mashed potatoes, stuffing, turkey, with our friend in assisted care. So that was really cool. We just chilled out. We watched some like nature documentary and hung out with their cat. It was perfect, man. It was a great afternoon. Yeah.
So, just really quick, do you mind sharing what that is? Like assisted living? Is that for like the less fortunate, or?
For a friend of ours, my partner was a caretaker for a long time, and
okay.
And there's a lady she's helped out for a long time, who's basically family. So yeah, we do like grocery trips for every weekend, and I just like hanging out with her because she's like wicked smart, and like a nature expert. She knows all kinds of things. She knows like all these bird species and stuff. It's just one of those good people to have. You know, it's nice to, like, coming off of crazy weeks like this past week, you know, just to get to chill out, hang out with a cool person and her cat.
Man, that's cool, dude. What's her cat's name?
Yeah,
I love cats.
Her cat her cat, she calls her baby girl. I'm not sure
Baby
that's
girl.
the official name, but
Oh.
she's a really sweet cat, and she kind of has a funky tail. Like it's kind of like broken in several different areas, or maybe just,
Oh.
I'm not sure, but a funky tail, but a really charismatic cat. The tail gets like caught on cords and stuff, so it's like always unplugging things.
Oh. Oh, is it? Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a good one.
Man, that's cool, dude. Much love going out
Yeah,
to
dude,
your
I love
friend.
cats too. Yeah, we have a cat too.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, much love going out to your friend, man. That was cool that you had so it was a little bit of like an early Thanksgiving with your friend. That's cool, dude.
Yeah. It's just really chill, just hanging out, watching some nature stuff. I was like, man, I should watch more Planet Earth, you know?
Yeah, Kevin in the chat is asking Matt, what did you name the bunny? I named the bunny Cortana. And if you guys saw the stream, I had an update about the bunny on Wednesday, I believe. But yeah, I don't know if Stock Tracker, like I ended up buying a bunny for my mom when I was doing that live stream
Yeah, I
from
saw that on the stream, man.
it was, for
That
those,
was quite a scenario.
it was, and Killer Cam was in the chat. He was like, "My heavens, man, this stream is like a fever dream, a never-ending fever dream, because like so much random stuff was happening. It was crazy. Sunday was insane, and for those of you in the chat who were here with me, they can agree, man. A lot of stuff happened in very short. Well, it happened within 8 hours, and that was fun though. That was fun, and I've said it once, and I'll say it again, guys. When I do mobile live streams, you never know what's gonna happen. There was a time a couple of weeks ago. I mean, well, like last month when Best Buy had the PS5 in-store drop, we ended up buying everyone in
Yeah,
line hamburgers thanks to the
I
super
remember that
chatters.
too, man.
You do? Oh, yeah, yeah. But that was all the super
Yeah,
chatters, man. And I straight up told them, I'm like, the super chatters want to buy you guys burgers. So we went to Whataburger and we bought burgers. That was fun, dude. That was hella fun. But mobile streams are always very chaotic and very unpredictable. And
yeah, you might pick up a bunny, you know?
you very well might pick up a bunny. But the bunny was named Cortana. And for you Halo fans, you'll know why. But my mom, I was gonna let my mom name the bunny, but then she was like, "No, you can name the bunny." But yeah, I had an update about said bunny on Wednesday, and really quick, we unfortunately my mom was stressing out a little bit about her cat getting along with the bunny because they were kind of like, more so, I thought the bunny was gonna be scared of her cat, but her cat ended up being scared of the bunny. So,
Oh,
it was kind of nuts, man. Like I went and I saw this with my own two eyes. Like her cat was freaking out with that little bunny, man. I don't know, maybe it was something about its beady little eyes, its claws. Not sure exactly what. But long story
bunnies can be pretty tough too. So maybe the cat knew something.
right, right. And long story short, unfortunately, I had with all, it hurts my heart to say it, I had to return Cortana to its owner because I didn't want to stress my mom out. The reason I got it for her was because it's been kind of tough, like uh me and her think of my brother like during Thanksgiving because it was his favorite holiday. So I wanted someone to
Mm.
keep her company because her cat's like an indoor outdoor cat. But so it was kind of having the reverse like effects. It was stressing her out more than than keeping her comfort. So unfortunately I had
It
to
was worth a
return.
try, man.
Yeah. So but if yeah, anyways. uh
Yeah. No, I've been in a similar situation. That's how we got our cat. Actually, we initially had gotten a dog, and it wasn't an ideal situation for her. We were in like a tiny apartment too, and like the dog needed, it was kind of a more energetic dog, so it needed to run around and stuff. So we had to give it back, but it got adopted within 24 hours and ended up with like a
oh
fenced yard and everything. So you never know, man. Like sometimes I think things like that work out. You did the right thing.
yeah, man. So True Goated dropping a question. We'll get to the
Yeah.
questions a little bit in a little
All
bit.
right.
But
Yeah.
but
We
you
have some
guys,
stuff to talk about.
heck yeah, we do, and definitely you guys keep dropping those Q and A's. We'll go through them, and try to answer them to the best of our ability. But Stock Tracker, my man, uh, boy, oh boy, it was a little bit of a crazy week, right?
Yeah. It's like I mean, I've been feeling like all of November is Black Friday now. You know what I mean? There's just like always something popping off, but into the second half of November, it's just been insane already. So yeah, crazy week this past one. Crazy week ahead too.
Yeah, and so it's definitely gonna be a crazy week ahead. Guys, make sure you have alerts on for Stock Tracker, Killer Cam, and myself. Stock Tracker's Twitter is in the description in case you guys don't know his Twitter account. Everyone here, I'm sure, are already subscribed. I mean, following him on Twitter because you have to, man. I mean, there's a reason this man has literally made it to 110,000 followers on Twitter. Holy crap! And he made the time to be here with us.
I still don't know, man. I still don't know. I'm just going with it. I'm still having fun. That's the thing is like I still get to see people every day, like people actually with these awesome gaming setups and simple gaming setups. Like those are my favorite pictures, man. If somebody shares their setup with you, I'm like, oh, it made it, you know?
Yeah,
So,
isn't that the most freaking coolest thing, dude? Like I loved being tagged in some of those responses, you know. I was like, wow, they're including me in this, but I loved seeing those setups, man. It was very you know, it was a good feeling that real people got these, because people who were tagging us and, you know, that we were retweeting, we make sure that they don't really like are a scalper or anything like that. So real people were getting these Halo Xboxes, so that was a hell of a good feeling, man.
Yeah, that's a really cool feeling coming off of the launch. I know I mean, a lot of people are really nervous about, you know, Halo Xbox and stuff. I do think they're going to be plenty more opportunities. We're still ahead of the curve. Everybody here is gonna have a good shot at it. And I know some people in the chat, I'm just like so appreciative of you guys who did get your Xboxes and tag us in it this week. Oh man, just warms my heart. So
yeah,
appreciate that.
Yeah, tag us, you guys, because it feels good to see that, man. It feels good. Don't tag us if you've been bragging about having 50 Xboxes or PS5s. Though.
Yeah, I'm not retweeting that. Nope.
We will not retweet the 50
not getting
PS5s.
Any props from me for that. No.
We'll be blocking you guys, but I mean, you know, whatchamacallit. And let me go ahead and just get this out of the way really quick, man. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how in the world? Okay, we had a Target drop. Let's go ahead and start talking about these restocks. How we had a Target drop yesterday morning. It was yesterday morning? At 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
What the hell happened? Because it seems that it flew really under the radar.
So I think I saw that Scrubbing had posted on this as well, but it looks like, and Cam as well, like the same issue where Target had soft blocked him. And so it does look like they're doing something different to not only limit, you know, the kind of bad botting we don't want to see, but people who have good bot systems going
right.
are, you know, are getting blocked as well. So I think that's part of what happened. There's also rumor that there was going to be a lot more stock than there was, and there's still, like in most areas, a very small amount. So what we're thinking, and what I've seen, at least from people I've talked to, who've been consistent and reliable, is that there's still more than enough of what's coming in for this coming Black Friday. Like Target could be doing something pretty big. And kind of like with Walmart, like people were like, oh my God, why is Walmart dropping this week? They already said they're going to drop on the 22nd. This is weird. It's because they want to test their systems ahead of the real craziness. You know, it's like all those crazy Walmart drops we were going through. Those weren't on accident, you know, and it was some chaos, but they're trying to work out their system so that they can have a more successful drop come Monday, especially.
Yes.
So yeah, I would definitely anticipate Target in the week ahead. It does seem like they may also start putting the Series X online more often. But I would still say if you live near Target, go check in regularly, because they'll know. And sometimes they can tell you like, oh yeah, we actually do have some coming in, or we had some come in earlier and they're still in the back. So keep checking for Series X at Target, but those might also come online.
Right, right. Yeah, then that makes a lot of sense, guys, because the reason was able to tweet about it, and I'll be straight up. I woke up early for some weird reason at like 4 in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep, and the Hot Stock app notified me, and this works good. In case you guys didn't know, the Hot Stock app works good for local drops for Target, for local targets. And the alert that I got, it was like it dropped to like 5:30, I think. It was like 5:30 my time, which would have been Mountain Standard Time. And that's the reason I tweeted it out, because I'm not trying to get one. I'm trying to help you guys get one. But I was hesitant to do it, but I did it because I'm like, oh, nobody's getting like nobody is like putting out alerts. But you know, like Stock Tracker said, it seemed that it was a smaller than expected drop. But because, and that's true, because when I clicked on it, only one of my stores in my area had any PS5s. They had, I don't even know how many they had, but they sold out within 10 minutes. Jason Bourne with the $5 super chat says, do you think Best Buy will do Total Tech for Xbox Monday or PS5 maybe? How do you feel about answering that question, Stock Tracker?
So yeah, I think that the Member Monday thing that they've been doing is probably going to be pretty consistent. And especially in the week of Black Friday, it does make sense that they would do some kind of Total Tech thing.
Yeah, and then
so
yeah.
And as far as Xbox, I can't be too sure. I mean, they did, when they did Series X, the regular Series X this past week, they kind of had two waves. Like, it had sold out initially, and then it kind of popped back in. Same thing with GPU, that kind of had some waves to it. But PS5 was kind of lower, at least for the public drop. So it does seem like they might be holding back some stock so they can do a Member Monday thing. And we've kind of seen that both Walmart and Best Buy are kind of competing for that Member Monday kind of thing. So we might see a kind of a repeat of that this coming week. So yeah, Total Tech and Walmart Plus on Monday.
Nice. We're definitely gonna jump into Walmart. So Jason Bourne with another $5 super chat. Stock Tracker, don't take this personally, because Jason Bourne is a big supporter of the channel, but he also...
Oh yeah, no worries.
Jason Bourne says, also, Stock Tracker sucks and Microsoft sucks. I'm a little bit surprised, Jason, that you didn't say I suck, because you say it to me on the daily. But
yeah, I agree that Microsoft sucks. I can... So for a completely different reason now, because they canceled my pre-order for the Halo Xbox, I have to say, because I was going to give one away, they canceled my pre-order that I had gotten the day that it was announced, and I'm super bummed about that. So
they
so,
canceled your Halo Xbox pre-order.
Yeah, I was wondering why shipping hadn't come in, and I saw like followers of mine that were getting theirs, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." Okay, so, and then I woke up to an email this past week that was like, "We canceled your pre-order. No clear explanation."
That's terrible.
Yeah, well, they did start sending out those emails, but I know we can talk about Microsoft a little bit. But yeah, hopefully they start inviting people for Halo Xbox too. That'd be sweet.
I cannot believe it. I can't believe. Well, the first thing I can't believe is you actually agree with Jason Bourne on something, but rightly so, because
yeah, man, Microsoft. Oh my goodness.
Jason Bourne with another $5. What the hell? No, it wasn't $5. Jason Bourne with the $50 super chat. Says, also Matt sucks very, very hard. Dude, you don't have to do Matt Swider like that. You don't have to go all hard on Matt Swider like that. No, I'm just playing. Guys, my real name is Matthew. He means me. He does not mean Matt Swider, okay? I'm the one that sucks very hard, very hard. And well, no, wait a minute. No, I don't suck very... No, I don't suck at all. Jason Bourne is saying that one video game dude sucks. But thank you. Wow, that was a weird thing to say. I never thought I'd say any of that live on stream. But $50, holy crap, Jason Bourne. Man, thank you
Well,
so much.
he got his money's worth out of you right there.
Yeah, Jason Bourne, do with that clip what you will, man. If you want to, I give you permission, man. I'm going to go viral tomorrow night. Breaking news, internet. One video game dude sucks very, very hard. Sweet heavens to Betsy. Good Lord.
Fuck news.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's get into this, man. So,
What's next?
Jason Bourne totally derailed my thought process because I thought I was gonna finish a point, but I'll remember what I was gonna say in a little bit. Okay, so we're talking about, you mentioned tomorrow Monday, right? We've been talking about this on this channel for quite a bit of time. Walmart pretty much is. Can we say it's 100% confirmed for Monday?
Oh yeah, they have the ads out and everything. And the banner on the web pages also says that it's going to be on Monday. I think, yeah, and it says 4 p.m. Eastern is going to be when that starts for members. We don't know if there's going to be like a public part of that. Probably not.
Okay.
And if there is a public one, I mean, that's two different kinds of Walmart to deal with in one day. So. Hey!
I'm sorry. Matt Swider is here.
Hey.
I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to that PS5 to Monday. I said tomorrow. I think Monday. Matt Swider is super chatting $10. Says, I will take the fall for Matt sucks if you promote my U.S. military plus everyone 8 console giveaway live stream on Monday. What? Hey.
Yeah. Go there. Be there.
Yeah, Matt Swider, dude, if you want to drop the link to that, I don't know if you have a link to the giveaway, but holy crap, Matt Swider is giving away 8 consoles. And I think it's 8 for military families, right? And 8 for everyone else. 8 consoles? Good heavens to Betsy, man. Thank you for the support, Matt Swider. Also has Matt Swider. I believe I'm saying Matt Swider on my stream. This is insane, but I'm never gonna get over it. Matt Swider hit 1 million followers on Twitter, man, and he used to work at Tech Radar, really awesome journalist, keeping us on tops of restocks. But he also recently started up his new website, so that's freaking amazing, man. Matt Swider, thank you for the super chat, my dude. And it's good, and it's going to a good cause. That's awesome. Yeah. For the link, Matt Swider dropped the link, you guys, if you want to bookmark it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to Matt Swider, and I'm pretty sure it's on his Twitter account, right? So I can get the Thank you for the support, man. Thank you for being here too. But going back to PS5 Walmart Monday, and this was leaked on the ads that Stock Tracker put on his Twitter. And also, you said we have a time for that drop. I was gonna ask you about that. For Walmart Plus members, there's a time.
Yeah, if you go to the URLs now, and I have those up in a tweet, and Matt has them up in a tweet, like you guys can go check it out. It shows on the web page now that there's a banner that says early access for members on Monday. Paid members, I gotta clarify that a lot. Got to be a paid member in order to be able to get into that one. And it says 4 p.m. Eastern in the banner.
Okay, and then so yeah, you have to be a Walmart Plus member. And can I clarify with you? The trials don't work, right? You can't be like on a free trial.
Yeah, the trial won't work. It says, so I brought up the picture here. So it says early access coming soon. Walmart Plus paid members can shop this item at 4 p.m. Eastern on 11/22 while supplies last. So it doesn't hint anything about a public kind of thing. It just seems like they're calling a lot of these deals like early access or early Black Friday deals. But it's definitely confirmed for Walmart Plus paid members. You got to be a paid member.
Okay.
And
Um,
I think if you have like a free trial set up, you might have to cancel that and then activate a paid membership. And it's
oh,
$12.99 a month or like 98 a year.
okay. All right. And also, just really quick, Matt Swider just mentioned something, and this is interesting. Matt Swider says CNET, the #1 tech site, is giving out bad information. Oh, interesting. Matt Swider, would you like to elaborate if you want, my friend? Um, Really quick, stock tracker dude, let me ask you, is it gonna be PS5 and Xbox Series X for Walmart?
That's correct. Yeah, yeah. So both for Walmart. No Halo Xbox. I've been watching that to see if any banner pops up, but there's no sign of that currently.
No sign of Halo
But,
Xbox. Okay. Do you
but
think
yeah,
it's a
digital
possibility?
PS5, and I kind of don't think so. I think Walmart's still trying to deliver a bunch of the pre-orders right now. I did see a crazy scenario. I have to tell you guys. I don't know. I know some of you probably did see it. So one of my followers was delivered 2 Halo Xboxes, and he only pre-ordered one.
What?
Yes, I am not kidding. So Walmarted, and they gave him 2 Halo Xboxes.
Wait, let me process this for a little bit. He ordered one Halo Xbox.
Yeah, pre-ordered one like back in September or August, and he was like, the box was really heavy. Turns out there were two.
What? Ah! So
One of the
what?
craziest things I've seen, man.
Wait, so what became of this second Halo Xbox?
He already gave it to his nephew. A bunch of people obviously offered to buy it,
He
but
got a
he
free
did a good
Halo
thing and gave it to
Xbox.
his nephew.
He got it for free?
Yeah, yeah, I can. I'll
Good
DM you.
heavens!
I was gonna retweet him, but I didn't want him to get harassed by people.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Guys, don't harass people that get, that's Walmart's fault, man. That's not his fault.
Oh yeah, not in any kind of like bad way, but I'm sure he would get like a million offers for it, and he already
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, he already gave it to his nephew. But
Okay.
it's crazy. Yeah, he shared like because in the same like he shows that it's just one Halo Xbox on the order, and two arrived. So you never know when you're dealing with Walmart.
Hey, Kevin is saying that second console might get bricked. Is that true? Can they track down the serial number?
It's not likely, honestly, unless anybody finds that serial number, then they report it as stolen. That's a
Right.
different situation. But yeah,
Yeah,
if it's just being used, then
because Microsoft's already sold it to Walmart, and that was Walmart's responsibility to be, keeping on track of stuff.
yeah, it's so
Dang.
crazy, man. Can't believe
Wow.
that.
That's a story to
Yeah,
remember,
definitely,
man.
definitely won the lottery on that one. Yeah,
Yeah, Binary Spaceman says the Walmart lottery. Woo! It's better
yeah,
than the
two for the
PS5
price of
fan
one on a
lottery.
Halo Xbox. Goodness, sign me up.
Walmart, Walmart, you're crazy. I like you, man, but you're crazy.
Keep it up. Yeah, keep that up. That'd be great.
Yeah, Sam Watson somewhere is gonna come back and he's gonna be like his spirit, like the spirit of Sam Watson's gonna come back and he's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
What are you doing with my Halo Xboxes?
Um. So keep
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
yeah, I had to share that with you, man. That's one of the craziest things I've seen all day.
Damn, that is pretty nutty. Everybody right now, like who ordered it from Walmart's gonna be waiting for like a 30-pound box, or hopefully.
I know, right? If that happens more than once, I just won't even know what to do anymore. I think they're going to have a bunch of new Walmart Plus members if they keep doing that.
They're gonna be, yeah, you're gonna have
Oh my
like
goodness.
Walmart Plus members ordering PS5 and like Nintendo Switch and
They're like, I didn't
3DSs.
get two this time, man. What?
Yeah, what's the deal? I thought it was buy one get one free, guys. Uh,
Oh man. So yeah, there's no sign currently that there's going to be like a public sale after that. It's possible that that could happen, but I don't see anything indicated in the banner, so I wouldn't necessarily count on that.
okay. Oh man, you answered the question I had. So yeah, basically try to become a Walmart Plus member because it's 12.95 a month, guys, and you do get other perks with it. So, I mean, if it was me, you know, it's up to you guys, but I would bite the bullet for 1 month. It's 12.95, and you get other cool stuff like free grocery delivery and stuff like that.
Yeah, the free delivery stuff is pretty sweet, because there are a bunch of different things that you can get. Like for me, some of my followers know that I do collect a little bit of cards, and sometimes they're card products that drop and they're gone really fast. So it's like a PS5 almost. You got to check out really quickly. And with the free shipping, I can just like not have to worry about paying $5.99 on like one trading card product.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, you guys never know. Like with all kinds of memberships, just try to see what all the perks are and try to milk out the benefits while you have the membership, basically.
Yeah, yeah, you might as well, you know, I think this is the month, and also for December, I mean, I would recommend just give Walmart Plus a chance. It's 12.95, and um, you know, but that's me. I mean, it's better than trying to drop 200 on Total Tech, but that's just
Yeah,
my
yeah,
opinion.
that's a much higher bar of entry.
Yeah, you guys do what you want with your money, you know. I'm just being I'm being grumpy because I don't have 200 to spend on Total Tech. But so let me tell you something, man. There's and I tweeted about this. There's and also talked about this on my stream. I've talked with a couple of reputable sources, and I wanted to ask you about this, man.
Hmm.
It's been brought to my attention that some Walmarts are getting PS5 consoles in store, and they're getting prepped for in-store pickup. What are your thoughts on this possibility? Have you heard anything? For Monday?
Yeah. I've heard, and maybe not necessarily for any specific day, but I have definitely seen more than one report of say like an employee seeing that they have it stored up in the back.
Right.
So it seems like they're working towards doing something like that. And I would expect that to be for members, because that does seem like a member benefit kind of thing. Like they're gonna want to try to drive up membership with that. But yeah, I've seen at least a good few reports of people seeing stock in the back of their Walmart.
Yeah.
So yeah, Black Friday week seems like the time to do it. So yeah, it's possible. And if they did do that, it'd probably be more like a Target kind of thing, where you buy online and you pick up in store.
Yeah, so it would be like Target, what Target does, where you can come in the same day and pick it up. So that's we're getting a lot of reports like that, and Stock Tracker is saying, you know, like not necessarily Monday, but store pickup. Now let's go ahead and talk about, you know, this is an interesting week, Stock Tracker, and fortunately enough, you've been tweeting about this. We got Black Friday deals incoming, man. I mean, we got Thanksgiving Thursday, we got Black Friday on Friday.
Yeah, and then Cyber Monday too is going to be a bunch of stuff.
Cyber Monday is next Monday, right? Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be after Black Friday.
Maybe this will be my
So it's going to
chat.
be days, man, days of sales. So things will pop off and like sell out and all kinds of stuff like that. I've been buying up a lot of games myself, and like the GameStop, was it like the buy two get one free? That one already ended, and I was like, dang it! I had a couple in my cart I didn't take. Oh.
Dang it. Well, yeah, the GameStop one ended. But right now I know
Amazon one's still going.
the Amazon's still
Best Buy,
going.
I think. Yeah, I think it's a bit more limited, but they have, I would say if anybody's interested in Demon Souls, this is like the time to pick up that game. Because last I checked, it was on the buy two get one, and it was price dropped down to like $39.
Ooh.
So if you can find a good combo, like you guys can save a lot of money out there. I know I'll just look through like pages and pages of games and then just like add a bunch to my cart, and then of course like check later and see the deal is over. But definitely Demon Souls is the cheapest I've seen it ever. So, and that's one of my favorite PlayStation games. So I definitely check that out if you want to get your butt kicked in a game.
Oh, Demon Souls? Oh yeah, man. Oof. Let me tell
Oh,
you,
it's
man.
beautiful, but man, it's a tough one.
Yeah, yeah, Demon Souls reminds me of my ex. Very beautiful, but really difficult. um, anyways, with that said, right now she's gonna downvote the stream. Um,
Like, I know what you said.
so what about for Black Friday? Have we? I mean, Walmart, are they already advertising? Do we know if they're gonna have stuff for PS5 or Xbox on Friday for Walmart?
They're not advertising that yet. They're kind of focusing on the Monday thing, but
Yeah.
I just wouldn't put it past them at all to try to do something on Black Friday.
Guys, if it happens, you're gonna find out definitely from Stock Tracker if you're following him on Twitter. Okay, you're gonna find out because you know, and I can attest to the fact that this information hasn't leaked because my very good friend who works at Walmart, who has access to the Walmart employee application, and we talked about this on stream 2 weeks ago or 2 or 3 weeks ago. He showed me the email that they send employees, and that email basically said, we don't know what the hell we're doing for Black Friday yet, but we'll let you know. So if that happens, though, make sure you're following Stock Tracker and keep those alerts on because he'll keep us up to date with that.
Yeah, we're watching Walmart. I mean, they've been so erratic, you know, like they've what was it, just 2 weeks ago they had like 3 drops in the same week while they were testing their systems. So I would not put it past Walmart to try to do something on Friday in addition to Monday, you know.
Right, definitely, definitely. Guys, what's going on in the chat? If you have questions for Mr. Stock Tracker or myself, you can drop them in the chat and we'll get to them in a little bit. Kevin says no digital for buy two get one. Kevin says, but I wish. Binary says, dang, that would be nice. Rick Ramos says, Total Tech was too pricey. The Best Buy is just taking advantage. And I'm sorry I didn't say what's up to some of you guys. I think Myron said what's up. What's going on, Myron? And I agree with Rick. Total Tech is pretty pricey, but it depends on who you ask, you know. So each their own. But for me, it's just a little bit too pricey. But speaking of Total Tech, Stock Tracker, let me ask you some. Is it cool if I ask you some stuff about Best Buy?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I talked about this on stream on Thursday, and what somebody sent me a screenshot of what the queue looks. Or I'm sorry, I'm getting it confused with something else. Does Best Buy have a new queue system? Because it looked a little bit different when I checked out their website the last time they did the drop.
I think when I was looking at it like on mobile versus PC and stuff, I was noticing that it did look a little bit different. I don't think it necessarily functions any differently, but I think yeah, just in appearance. With Best Buy, I do want to say something about the queue just really quickly because I know a lot of people have seen this issue with the verify loop. And basically what's going on there is like it's you're waiting for it to verify to give you the opportunity to verify your account. And then you click on it and then it puts you back in please wait and it has you queuing again. I saw a little bit of something this last time, and I only saw it when we got to like when they were doing the switch drop. In Chrome, I had the verify loop continue going, but I went ahead and tried to plug it into not signed in Firefox tab, and I did not have a verify loop once. So what happened when the queue was ready and I was ready to verify my account, it prompted me to sign in instead of verify the account. And when I signed in, it just took me straight to the cart. So I would say for anybody who's had that verify loop issue, next time Best Buy does a drop, maybe consider starting out like not signed in. But if it is a total tech drop, you do have to be signed in, of course. But for public drops in particular, I would say try it not signed in first. This is like an ongoing issue we're having with Best Buy, and I've wanted to communicate it in a tweet, but I was like, I'm just going to tell you guys while we're on the stream here. I've seen that issue a lot, so we're going to keep tinkering with it.
All right, man. Thank you so much for that information, dude. That's some good tips, my guys and girls. I had one more question to ask Stock Tracker about that queue system, but Mike,
Yeah.
Mike the Dog has super chatted $2. Mike the Dog says, my friend says PS5 in store Target tomorrow. Is this true?
I haven't seen anything about that. No. And I know some Target employees who would usually inform me of something like that. So I don't think so.
But you know what?
If you think so, you can always check out your Target.
Yeah, Mike the Dog, download the Hotstock app and it'll let you know. Okay. But what Target is doing with PS5
Hotstock is really good for Target, especially. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Hotstock is pretty good for PS5 near you, like Targets near you. They're really good about that. But also Xbox Series X has been popping up in store like on Sundays, right? At Target?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Series X can appear at a Target store almost any time, like any day of the week. It just kind of depends on when that store gets shipments.
Okay.
So that's kind of worth checking in on a regular basis. And I have seen people get them at almost any time of day. Like I've seen people get them in the afternoon. I think more often than not, you're going to be lucky if you check in the morning every day or every other day if you can. But I have seen people get them in like the late afternoon. It kind of depends on when they process, but most stores will have it processed before they open.
Right. You're welcome, Mike the Dog. You're welcome, man. Thank you for the support, my dude. Super chats go back to giveaways, my guys. So, you know, don't ever feel pressured to click on that little dollar icon, but it goes back to giveaways, and it's the reason why we're giving away the Halo Xbox Series X alongside Killer Cam 1020 next Saturday. And if you want to know how to enter, it's in the link in the description. And it's also the reason that we're getting some really cool stuff to give away for December's giveaway. And all that information is incoming on the channel. Make sure you have alerts on, and also on Twitter at 1VideoGameDude. Really quick, Sam Spade says verify loop doesn't happen on the app if you are only signed only on the app and nowhere else.
That's good info.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. Yeah. So anybody in here, yeah, try that out.
Okay.
Only on the app. I've seen that too. Like some people have said, like when they're trying to open it in multiple tabs, that they get the verify loop. But then I ask people like, oh, hey, you checked out. Like, did you have multiple tabs open? A lot of them just say that they only had one open.
Right.
So that is something that changed about the Best Buy queue, because before it was good to have it open in a couple different browsers or in the app as well. And you just click whichever one would let you add first. But I think they're kind of blocking that as well, which is actually blocking a lot more bots now.
Exactly. And you know what? That's a perfect segue for my last question about Best Buy, because I had a video about an app. It was it was an extension that would help you try to see how long the queue would keep you in line. That no longer is relevant, so it's the reason why I deleted the video. Nerdspeak updated us that it's basically they're working on a patch for it, but it's basically not working like it used to. So I need to ask you, man, is this possibly a way that Best Buy is trying to stop scalper bots and certain other nefarious people?
Yeah. It's their way of trying to block some suspicious behavior, for sure. And it's effective. It's actually been pretty effective. They already have a really good like cancellation system for detecting like multiple orders and things like that. You know, like even if you're a Total Tech member, for instance, and you check out with a PS5, you definitely can't check out with another PS5 in that same drop. So they've already had good systems in terms of that, but this like verify loop issue is definitely going to catch up a lot more of the kind of botting behavior. You know, it makes things tricky for regular users until we kind of figure out a more consistent solution, which I think we're kind of getting there on. Don't have multiple tabs open anymore for it, and definitely don't use the Nerdspeak extension anymore. It was great for a while because it would tell you how long you had to queue, and then you could click it a couple times and it would kind of give you a shorter queue by refreshing. but yeah, now it just gets caught up, and it also contributes to the verify loop issue. So Best Buy is doing some really refined stuff, I have to say. Like, they're doing some really interesting stuff in terms of bot prevention.
Right, and a huge thank you to Sam Spade, but because I believe he's the one that reached out to me and told me, "Hey man, like NerdSpeak doesn't really work anymore." And I looked into it, and definitely that's something I'm not gonna recommend, and I'm gonna do another video on another way to kind of navigate the queue. But we'll, thank you again, Sam Spade, for reaching out to me, man. I looked into it and I immediately took that video down because it's something at the time was really good, but as Stock Tracker has said, it looks like it's a baby steps toward bot control in some ways. So, and they're adapting to what we're going through right now, in terms of scalpers and stuff. Yes, Sam Spade, thank you so much, dude. Much appreciated, my bro. Ace Boogie, what's going on, man? Ace Boogie, Neo, Budrum, and Jedi are really cool
Hey,
people. Yeah, they're cool, man. They reached out to me on Sunday, and they were waiting in line for that Halo Xbox, and they wanted to send a huge thank you to Stock Tracker and myself and Killer Cam. And guys, it was so cool to see you guys get one, man. That was really fun stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm so proud of everybody. Like, it definitely is the highlight of my week, getting to see things like that.
And Stock Tracker.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about GameStop, man. Is that cool?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So,
what the heck is this thing about GameStop being open on Thanksgiving?
it sounds like it's happening. Yeah. I've been encouraging people to check in with their local GameStops. I've kind of kept it quiet because it's one of those things like that I think about a lot more now when I'm informing a lot of people about things. Is I don't want to have a rush of people, going to their GameStop like, where's my PS5? I heard about. But basically I've been consistently seeing yeah, you know how it can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, people have been reaching out to their local GameStops, and a lot of them have been getting info back saying, yes, GameStop's going to be doing some kind of in-person event this week. And I've seen some info from reported GameStop employees who've said something about it being on Thanksgiving as well. And we've had other accounts talking about Thanksgiving. So it does seem like that's going to be what happens. I have mixed feelings about that. I think that's kind of crazy. But,
Yeah.
to each their own. I wonder how widespread it would be. It does seem like it would be like more widespread than their like little regional ones, because they've done like maybe 6 or 7 major like metropolitan areas, cities type stuff before, and then they'd also do an online drop in that same week. This seems like it might be more widespread than that, and it would make sense because they've been holding back stock for so long.
Exactly. And Matt Swider actually commented something. Let's see. Matt Swider says, directed toward Tracker. It says,
Thanks, man.
is doing the right thing. Having people show up in line carries a lot of weight. I've heard the same thing for stores that are not in malls. Unknown Wisdom.
Yeah, GameStop's. Yeah, we're getting a lot of info on GameStop lately. It does seem like it will be a lot more stores than usual.
Yeah, and I had a little bit of a theory, and I think this has been a running theory on Twitter for a while now. But that, like you mentioned, they had a couple of major cities, but I was under the impression, and let me know what you think, Tracker, that for the most part, it was really just a way to test the waters and test like their systems, and testing it for Black Friday and Thanksgiving.
Sorry, which retailers?
Uh, oh no, I was saying that for GameStop,
Okay.
it seems that the drops that they had, in those limited amount of cities was a way for them to test out the way they can coordinate like Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Yeah, I totally think that that's what was going on there, and like I feel like there's a bit of competition in general between the retailers, like how effectively they can start to roll out more in-person sales, because it kind of does reduce the amount of stress that they have to, and financial capital that they have to expend for their websites and stuff. But GameStop has definitely been kind of testing the water with these past, I think it's been what, three or four,
Yeah.
I think 3 major like restock events, regional restock events. So yeah, it seems like that was definitely some testing ground leading up to something like this.
Really quick, Matt Swider dropped a huge tip here. Most malls will be closed for Thanksgiving, which means if you have a GameStop in that mall, that's not going to be like a location that would be available, obviously. So
Yeah,
that's
that's a
very
good
good
thing to
tip.
keep in mind.
Guys, 46 likes. Thank you so much. It does help keep the lights on here and help us, keep doing these streams for you. So thank you so much for the likes. It's a free way of saying thank you. And also, just to let you know, you guys, we do have our top super chatter of the month, which is Fernando Mendoza. $200 he dropped on Tuesday. It was insane, man. I freaked out. And just know, my guys and girls, that right now we're using super chats for giveaways. Okay, I'm not, and I don't monetize the streams, so I'm doing this because I'm trying to help you guys, especially through Christmas, get your next gen console or current gen. It's not even next gen anymore. And also, the giveaways are happening because I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, want to say thank you for allowing me to do something that I love. I love doing this. I love helping others. I love having the YouTube channel. I love having a purpose more than anything to be here. So I want to say thank you guys so much. And this is why super chats go to giveaways. And we're going to have a really cool giveaway in December. We're going to have multiple giveaways in December thanks to the super chatters. Not only that, just another reminder, we are giving away that Halo Xbox Series X, me and KillerCam 1020. And if you want to have a chance to enter the giveaway, the link is in the description, and it's also pinned to my my Twitter account at 1VideoGameDude. And that giveaway is happening next Saturday. And you guys have to be present to win, okay? That's a big thing. I hope everyone remembers. You're gonna have to be present to win. Stock Tracker, are you doing good, man? Do you need like a couple of minutes of a break, or you're good?
Oh, I'm chill, man. Yeah,
You're chill.
finally my my afternoon coffee has started to wear off. So
Yo, how do you?
pretty steady.
What do you like?
No, in a good way, man. I was like jittery for a bit. I'm like, oh no, I went too far.
How do you drink your coffee?
Pretty simple. Just with some half and half usually. I've like I used to work at a Starbucks, and so I used to have some pretty crazy stuff from Starbucks. But now it's just like coffee, half and half, perfect. Maybe
Awesome.
sometimes some maple syrup, like real maple syrup, though. That's if I want to be special, do something a little decadent.
A little something special, man. Yeah, I feel you.
Something for the weekend.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's how I kind of am with eggnog. Eggnog, I like to drink it every once in a while, but especially at Thanksgiving, bro. Like, I like to add a little, something special in there. If you guys know what I mean, and I think you do. But yeah, I know what you mean. Always for a special occasion, never to every day, All right, man. So let me ask you. We're gonna get into Halo Xbox. Are you cool with that? Everyone in the chat, are you guys cool with the fact that we're gonna get into Halo Xbox? Can we talk about that, or are you guys here for something else? Jerry
I think
said,
we're here to talk about Switch Lite. Switch Lite restocks, man.
You know what? Switch Lite. We're here about.
Where they at?
We're here to talk about Switch Lite. We're here to talk about the Intellivision Amico. Tommy Tellerico, I'm still waiting for that interview you promised me. I'm not gonna let that go ever in my life. Also, we're here to talk about 3DS restocks at GameStop.
Whoa, taking me back in time, man.
Jerry says, what time is the stream next week? It is created here, so can I get a reminder? Oh, okay, yes. Turn on alerts for the channel, and that video. I'm gonna do a Halo Xbox giveaway reminder. It should be coming in by Monday, because guess what, you guys? That Halo Xbox is set to be delivered tonight, and we might be able to get a little bit of a sneak peek at what it looks like. I'm not gonna open it, obviously. You know, I'm gonna let the winner open it, but maybe I can show you guys the box. But it's set to be delivered tonight, so I'm waiting on that. I don't know if it's gonna happen on stream or not, but that's gonna be something pretty cool. Matt Swider says NES and SNES Classic. Oh boy, I remember. You know what, man? Like the NES Classic. I don't know if you remember this, Stock Tracker. I waited 8 hours outside of a Target for that thing. Why? Because you couldn't find it anywhere. The NES Classic was very, very hard to find. I don't know if you remember that, dude.
Not really. No, I wasn't. I kind of stuck with, like, honestly, like handheld gaming consoles for so long. And that's why I actually play my Switch more than I play anything else. But man, yeah. I've been wanting to pick up another like Game Boy Color. I haven't played a Game Boy Color in ages.
Oh man, I have one here. I can send it to you, but the B button doesn't work.
Dude, it's crazy some of the mods that they have for Game Boy Colors and stuff now to like put a backlight and stuff in. I'm just like, oh man, I want to tinker with stuff. I got to get into something like that.
I know. I look at Spawn Wave and I'm like jelly. I'm like, man, I wish I knew like how to do this. I wish I would.
Right. I just, dude, that's my routine is like cup of coffee and watch Spawn Wave every single day.
Yeah, because like, man, I'm the guy that literally sweats and take 30 minutes to put a mount on a TV that I just bought. But Spawn Wave over here is nonchalantly taking apart like $200 Elite controllers. And I mean,
Right.
like, my God. Anyways.
And like rigging a GameCube with like an SD card.
Yeah, and then he's freaking cool because he's all like, yeah, you know, like he talks like if it's just like an everyday thing for him. Yeah, I'm just putting like an internal memory card in a GameCube.
Building this gaming console, no big deal. Yeah.
I'm just creating a robot that's gonna take over the world. It's nothing.
He could, man. I trust him to do it.
I know.
Good thing he's on our side.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, Halo Xbox, man. Halo Xbox. So yes. I'm gonna start this questioning off with something that I personally have been curious about, and a lot of people who've been hitting up the streams throughout the week have been asking about. And also Jason Bourne has been very, Jason Bourne actually brought up a very good point, but I'll get into that in a little bit. And I just need to ask you what your 2 cents on this is. And if Matt Swider is still here, he can let us know in the chat. I'm not sure if Killer Cam is here, but they can let us know what they think. When do you think Microsoft will cease production of the Halo Xbox?
I mean, my feeling about the Halo Xbox is like I feel like there's no way that they can stop selling it, before the Halo Infinite campaign officially drops December 8th. I also don't feel like they're going to cut it off before Christmas because, I mean, what better than on the 20th anniversary of Xbox than to see, these limited edition beautiful Halo consoles under Christmas trees and stuff. I mean, it sells itself. So there's no reason for them to not pump out more. I know a lot of people feel nervous about it. They're making more money on the Halo Xbox than they are the regular Series X because you're basically paying $50 just for the campaign because multiplayer is already on Game Pass.
Right.
So they're incentivized to definitely pump out more than just a week of them or something like that. So I feel like it makes sense for them to keep it going through the holiday season at very least.
And you know what, man? I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. That's what I think is that they're going to keep producing these until throughout December, at least, after Christmas, or at least till Christmas. I need to say a huge shout out to Murder BX for being the latest subscriber to the crew. Murder BX, you're officially one step closer to winning a Halo Xbox. The next step you got to do, my friend, is click in the description, and you're gonna find out how to win, how you can get an entry into that giveaway we're doing next Saturday. Jason Bourne said something very interesting here.
Oh yeah.
Jason Bourne, and this is actually a good point, man, and this was what I was gonna bring up. Jason Bourne is saying it's really not limited if you keep making them. And the reason, that kind of started making me think, and he actually made the point a couple of days ago during the stream that we kind of know it's not totally, I mean, it is limited to a certain extent, Jason, because they're going to stop making it, okay? But it's not
right.
limited.
They definitely will.
They're going to stop making it, but it's not limited to the point where like you're never going to have another chance, because a good point he made is that they're not even numbered.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's not like, like I think was it the Halo Infinite Collector's Edition, they were saying that, and I don't know if this site is confirmed, but I've seen that it's limited to like 10,000 units. There's no like cap for that that's been shared for the Halo Xbox.
Right.
Like it will stop. Definitely. It's definitely limited. But yeah, as far as it being, produced like a year from now, I'm doubtful about that. But I do think, throughout the holiday season, at very least, we're going to see more of those,
Yeah. And to to all due respect to Jason Bourne, he says that it's not limited, but it is, because they're going to stop making it. And we're kind of, me and Stock Tracker are kind of like on the same page and saying that they're going to make him through until Christmas at least. But
yeah,
I guess it's fair to say that the rarity of it is not going to be as, it's not going to be too rare, because they're not numbered. To Jason's point, they're not numbered, so they're not going to be crazy hard to find maybe 10 years from now. Because I mean, I found personally, I have found Scorpio editions of the Xbox, Scorpio editions at pawn shops. So it's not going to be out of the realm of possibility to find them like 10 years later, but they are limited. They're going to stop production. And so, holy crap.
It's definitely not, it's not the Gucci Xbox.
yeah, exactly. It's not the Gucci Xbox. It's not the gold PS5. I know Jason Bourne knows what I'm talking about when I said a golden PS5 exists. It's not none of that. But it is limited, it is a limited edition console. But we got, holy crap, Chito Gaming has subscribed to the channel. Chito Gaming, dude. Dude, thank you so much.
Dude, man, what's up?
Thank you so much for the support, my bro. Sean Green, super chat at $5. Thank you so much for the support. Is asking, hey Matt, what is that hot tracker called? Hot stock.
Yeah, it's an app.
Yeah, it's an app that's gonna help you keep on top of target local target drops. It's called Hotstock. HOTSTOCK. And you want to download that, man. I'm telling you, it's very helpful if you're looking for PS5s at your local Target. And also, you know what? Xbox Series X systems and also Nintendo Switch OLEDs, because I've been notified by them before. Matt Swider says he thinks they will give it another production run beyond what they initially thought, because it sold so well. PS5 is more popular than Xbox Series X, but the Halo Xbox Series X is finally engaging a big audience. True.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, truer words have never been spoken, and I would not expect anything less from the man, Matt Swider. 1 million followers on Twitter. Former reputable writer for Tech Radar and now owner of his very own website. You know what? Guys, his advice is golden, all right? That's all I gotta say. There's a reason why the man is very reputable, okay? I just can't believe Matt Swider is commenting in here. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Hey, Chito! Ah! I'm freaking out even more. Ah! God damn it, Stock Tracker, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm nerding out, man. I'm nerding out a little bit.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I understand, but you guys are my idols, man. You know, there was a point where like I'm just a fan. I'm that guy that gets kicked in the hole in 300. I'm the messenger. I keep saying that every week. Stock Tracker already knows, but god damn it. Matt Swider says I love to make. I don't know, man. You're loving it a little bit too much. But no, that was not this. I respect you. Chito Gaming says, "What's up? I got to say, so knowing Xbox in the past, limited consoles is limited for a reason. After the release date, they don't focus on limited production. They go back to the OG." Exactly. They go back, man.
They're gonna cut it off. I mean, yeah, I would not expect these to, really necessarily even be popping up maybe 6 months from now. You know what I mean? So I'd say, if you guys want one, try through the holiday season because they're gonna sell more of these. But it's still limited, So if you guys want one, it'll take some work, but there are going to be more opportunities still before the end of the year. So stick with it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I do feel like Matt has a really good point that I think this console has been selling the Xbox brand a lot better than, just the standard Series X. Like it just brings up like a wider audience, from people who are like playing Halo back in the day and like Halo Infinite too. I mean, it's pulling a lot more people back in and starting to bring attention back on Xbox. So I do think, there are going to be more throughout the holiday season, but yeah, don't forget that it is limited, and they will eventually go back to the other one, the original, and they might have another limited edition console somewhere else down the line. So if you want the Halo one, try this year.
Right. Exactly. Chito Gaming says you get lucky to get one on retailers that is getting late shipment. Yeah, man, like the Halo Xbox we're giving away, me and Killer Cam is set to arrive tonight. So I'm hoping FedEx ships they deliver up until 8 p.m. and it's right now it's 6 p.m. in my area, in my city. So I'm hoping we get it so that I can show you guys. It's going to be really fun. And thank you so much for being here, dude. Holy crap. Thank you for subbing to the channel. I saw Chito Gaming was streaming some Pokemon, the new Pokemon game, right? The Diamond and Pearl. So that's cool, dude. Chito Gaming is a gamer, man. What can I say? And
yeah, if you guys want to see like all kinds of different gaming content, and streaming and stuff, you guys should really check out Chito. Like he's a restock tracker, but he's an awesome streamer. I love dropping in on his streams. He's been playing some Forza. I know he's getting in on that. Like that made me want to play it. When I saw him playing Forza, I was like, okay, I gotta download this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. And then I feel Chito Gaming makes some good videos, man. I love seeing his stuff, but more than anything, dude, holy crap, I'm nobody, Chito. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you, dude. I'm just a guy. I'm like, I'm a guy that's freaking out meeting his idols. That's what's going on right now. Okay, let me see. Okay, oh crap. Let me see. There was something I was gonna ask you, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Meijers. Okay, Meijers, we talked about this on the stream this past week on the channel for like the last 2 streams. Meijers is
That's right.
Is this official? They're doing that local pickup, right? They don't ship to home because they're in limited areas, so they're doing like PS5 pickups, right? For
That's right. Yeah. They have the ad out and everything, so it's not like this is on the down low or any leaked information. You can go to a link and they show on their page that they're going to have PS5 consoles, regular Series X, and they're going to have Halo Xbox. And yeah, it's only going to be in these, it's regional. It's a regional store. It's going to be sold online for pickup on Thanksgiving. I have a
Oh,
post up about it. You can find more information on it. I could even plug a link in the chat. But yeah, Meijers. I mean, it's definitely regional, and it's only pickup, so you won't be able to get it shipped to you. But for those in the Midwest, especially, you might have one near you. So
are
yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see the Halo Xbox going to a regional store. I keep saying that.
yeah.
Like, I know they're a pretty decent sized chain, but it's still a regional kind of thing. So, you guys with like there are like Fred Meyer stores, Kroger stores, stuff like that. It is possible that they could have Halo Xbox at some point, and they may or may not announce it. If you know that you have a store that has an electronics section and it's like a Kroger or a Fred Meyer or these Meyer or Meijers, I'm not really sure. I'm not from the Midwest. I don't know the store.
Right, right, right.
But you guys check in with those kind of stores regularly. Because they can have PS5 sometimes. Like I've seen a lot of people in the Pacific Northwest find PS5 in store at these Fred Meyer locations almost any day of the week, sometimes over the weekend. So just stay on top of those if you're trying to get a Halo Xbox to get to know the people. It's just like with Target finding an Xbox in store. Try to get to know the people in electronics and be friendly and stuff, because they'll always want to share more info with a friendly person if they can.
Right. Yeah, definitely don't go in there like rude. You guys got to a compliment or just a friendly hello will get you a long way, guys. So, don't go in there being like, "I heard blah blah blah." Don't do that, man. I've seen, on to be I've seen streams like on Facebook of people saying Walmart employees are lying to me and here's the proof. Don't do that, man. That's rude. And honestly, if I worked at Walmart, I would not pay attention to you because that's rude. So don't do any of that, guys. Um really quick, man, stock tracker dude. Thank you so much for the information. Meisure
For sure.
guys, gotta, if you have one in your area, start talking to them, start asking questions. But I hope everyone in the chat doesn't mind that. And also stock tracker, I'm sorry to keep you more. I know you're a busy guy, man, so I'm sorry to do this, but I need to take like a
Oh,
five
you're
minute.
good.
But stock tracker,
Sweet.
I need to ask you, my friend, when do you think the next Halo box drop is gonna happen, and who do you think is gonna drop it?
I mean, it seems like there's good reason to think that Best Buy could do something like that because, I mean, though there were a lot of consoles sold at the stores that they had picked, they still didn't sell them at every store. And there is report of warehouses still having some stock in there. So Best Buy would be one that I would consider. I'd keep like GameStop on your mind as well, because we know that there are a bunch of orders that ended up being canceled. A lot of the botted orders that ended up being canceled from their their Halo week, where we just saw how badly it went with even the biggest bundle that they were selling that got botted really hard. So GameStop has confirmed to multiple people in different chats, and like Cam has also shared this information that they were going through a lot of those orders to cancel them, and so that would suggest that they have stock that they would intend to sell at a later date.
Right.
Um, so GameStop is definitely on the top of my mind as well. Yeah, but like Walmart, I'm not so sure. We know that like Walmart likes to sell things before they have them.
Right.
So I wouldn't put anything past them. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking more along the lines of maybe Best Buy or GameStop. There's a lot of speculation involved, but as far as Amazon goes, I know a lot of people still have questions about like when Amazon is going to sell the Halo Xbox. And I mean, the way it is that drop that they had this week, I mean, it was real. And a lot of those orders already shipped and have arrived to people who are buying the restock, unfortunately. And so I wouldn't necessarily, expect Amazon. That doesn't mean, don't be ready for Amazon. You want to be ready for that alert. But I wouldn't have them like high up on my list right now necessarily.
Right. 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 And we talked about Amazon earlier, right? Like when they could drop the PS5 or like the estimated date for the PS5?
Yeah, they're pretty consistent about when they drop PS5 disc, especially. They've been dropping PS5 disc monthly between roughly the 20th and the 27th. That's kind of a broader range that I give it. I used to say between the 20th and the 25th every month, and then this last month they dropped on the 26th. So, but it's really consistent. You know, it's like
Yeah,
always in those last 2 weeks of the month.
right.
So yeah,
So
I would expect that probably. And if if they want to drop multiple consoles, they probably could. I mean, Black Friday seems like the time to do something like that. So we haven't seen a normal Series X drop from them in so many months.
right.
So that's a possibility.
And we could see it like what, like mid this week or the for the PS5?
Yeah, it could be this week. I mean, if they wanted to do something pretty substantial, then they would drop not only disc PS5 as they do every month basically, but also digital PS5 and Xbox. That just depends though. I haven't seen necessarily anything that reinforces that idea, but when we think back on Amazon Prime Day, that was one of the times that they sold like all the consoles, and like they sold Series X in one of the mornings, and then like kind of kept people waiting, and like one of the last things they did was drop PS5 at the end of Prime Day. So I feel like Prime Day is kind of more similar to Black Friday for them, where they might, if they have it, drop disc PS5, digital PS5, and standard Series X. But it's been a long time since we've seen Series X in particular from them, and a good while for digital PS5 as well.
Yeah, it's been a good while. But yeah, guys, keep your eyes out, throughout this week. And if if you're following Stock Tracker, you're gonna find out. So his link to his Twitter account is in the description. I'm sure everyone here is following the man who has 110,000 followers on Twitter. Guys, there's a reason. Okay, there's a reason for that, because he's very reliable. Okay, so make sure you're following him and you'll be ready for that Amazon drop when it happens. So Tracker,
Yeah, I would say be ready for any retailer this week, just in general, because we're going into Black Friday. So you guys always have your payment information saved, login, save, passwords, all that kind of stuff. Whatever saves you time on checkout is going to improve your odds of actually getting through. So be ready for anybody.
nice. JR Shaw says I already follow him, and I would not expect anything less from you guys here, because if it wasn't for Tracker, Killer Cam, Matt Swider, Jake Randall, Scrubbing, if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have the following that I have now. So I have a very, very high appreciation for them. So, you know, you guys know what to do, man. Tracker, he's got us up to date. But I do need to ask something, man. And I noticed something, and this was something I kind of alluded to earlier, but the last time that Microsoft had an Xbox Series X, this is regular Xbox Series X, we had a different kind of waiting screen. And I wanted to ask you, man, like, is this something that's new? Because it's new to me. Maybe I didn't track it hard enough to realize that this had happened. But the last time they had a restock for the regular Xbox Series X, and I'm gonna go ahead and show it up on screen here. We had
Yeah.
a new loading screen set that was shown to us, and it was basically Raz from Psychonauts. Speaking of which, I love that game so much, but it was basically Raz like on the loading screen, and it said, "Hang in there. We are currently experiencing high demand. Please stay on this page and we will load the products page for you when it is available." If you're trying to purchase an Xbox Series X, you can also try purchasing directly from the store on an Xbox console. And I tweeted about this earlier. So, Tracker, I need to ask you, my dude, First and foremost, is this a way that Microsoft is trying to combat scalpers or bots or certain nefarious individuals?
Yeah, yeah. So it's an attempt. It's a little bit of something. I think we had talked about this on some previous streams, and also with Cam, that that there was like, it looked like they were trying to set up some sort of queue type system. I don't think it's very effective because like I've seen when it's popped up for me, like it was easy to refresh out of it, or something like that. But it does seem like an attempt, and so what we might be seeing is them testing it, which should be good. I'd like to see them test it and improve it over time. Like we've, I know Walmart's not our favorite, but they've been testing their system so that they can try to improve it. So this might be a sign that that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, so that's kind of some sort of queue system they're messing with.
Okay, that's good to know. I know we talked about it a couple of weeks ago that they tried a queue system in Canada. So hopefully soon that's gonna become a reality. In time for Christmas. And also, I need to ask you, man, like, would you recommend buying from the website? Like, let's say you tweet out an alert, right? You tweet out those alerts pretty fast if Microsoft would drop the Halo Xbox, let's say this week. If Microsoft decided to drop the Xbox this week, Stock Tracker, and we got an alert from you or Killer Cam or Matt Swider, would you recommend going through their website or would you recommend going through an Xbox console? Which
Console all the way.
Okay.
Console all the way. And even back when their drops were kind of better, like when we'd see people check out normally through their phone or through the website, the console is still the most reliable way to try to catch restock, because they'll trickle out stock over hours and hours and hours, actually. And it's a small amount of stock when it actually flickers back in. But what you can do from the console that's kind of helpful is you can just basically like button mash, just like a game itself,
Right.
trying to check out when the console is popping back in.
Right.
I've seen, I actually got a DM from somebody today who was able to purchase a Elite Series 2 controller, the Halo Elite Series 2 controller, like last night, by just checking the store, and they were button mashing because they saw that it was in stock, and they checked out with one. They actually got one. I'm going to share more about that, but that's pretty recent news. The console is really the most reliable way to try to get one. To get anything from the Microsoft Store now.
They were able to get a controller.
Yeah,
The Halo
they
Infinite
happened to check it in the hardware, like what you tweeted about, where you go to that hardware section. They saw it was there. They saw it was like at least cartable, and I think they said that they had button mashed for like 15 minutes trying to get it to check out, and it processed. They've got it like, it says November 19th and everything. I was like, what? Okay.
Oh, and Stock Tracker is gonna tweet about this, so let you guys know soon about this. That's a very interesting. And they went through a what, like was it an Xbox One, Xbox Series
Yeah,
X?
they were on their Xbox One, and they were just trying. They saw it was there, and they just button mashed for a while. It took a lot, but one of the times it was just loading a bit longer, and then it actually showed that the order processed. So I would say definitely anytime that you guys see us tweeting out an alert for that, if you have an Xbox console nearby, jump on there and start trying to check out that way. That would be the way to go, because the website has not been so good, as we know.
Right. And somebody commented on Twitter recently, like today. They told me that you couldn't. I mean, is this true? Because I didn't believe it. I mean, I can't confirm it because I don't have an Xbox Series S. But they were saying you can't buy from an Xbox Series S, like the console store. Is that true?
That you can't buy a Series S?
No, like if you had an Xbox Series S, that you cannot use an Xbox Series S to buy like from the console store. You know what I mean? Like the
I haven't seen anything like that. No.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I wouldn't be able to test it myself either, yeah, because I don't have one.
yeah,
But I know it shows up just fine on my Series X, and it shows up just fine on my old Xbox One that I have.
okay. I have a 1X, so I'm gonna try that out later on. But yeah, somebody commented, they were like, "Yeah, you can use the Xbox store on your console, but it cannot be the Series S." And I was like, "I don't know about that. I gotta ask.
I can't think of any reason why that would be. Yeah, because
There's no reason.
It's the same user interface.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no reason for that. So yeah, and yeah. So yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know if I hear anything more about that. That's an interesting claim.
Okay. Well, you guys heard it here, man. The best way to, when you get alerted from Killer Cam or Stock Tracker on Twitter, when you get alerted that either the Elite controller is in stock, the Halo Elite controller or the Halo Xbox, go ahead. If you have an Xbox One, if you have an Xbox One X, if you have an Xbox One S, there's 3 different old gen Xboxes, okay? If you have any one of those, go onto the Xbox store on your console and try to get it from there. It's going to be the better choice than trying to get it on the website. Okay, so make sure to do that, you guys. Make sure to do that.
Oh, I see. Texas Rattler says Member Monday incoming. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have definitely the Walmart thing is going to be members. I do think Best Buy is probably going to do something.
Daniel says, I never use the browser. So Daniel tends to use what, like the console store? That's cool too, man. I mean, you can do that if you never use the browser. So, yeah, remember Monday, we talked about that earlier. Guys, just a reminder, this stream is going to be available tomorrow morning with timestamps. So, well, it also depends on YouTube. They're weird, man. YouTube processes live streams like a different, like the stream that I did on Thursday, it took them 24 hours to process it. So, but just know that I'm gonna put timestamps in this stream as soon as I can. So you're not gonna miss a thing during this stream. But so Tracker, let me any last thoughts about Halo Xbox before we move on to questions about Nintendo Switch OLED. We're gonna get into some Nintendo Switch OLED, guys.
Yeah, nothing more currently on the Halo Xbox. I would just say, everybody keep in mind, like we were saying earlier, yes, it is limited, but it's, likely to be made available throughout the holidays. And also remember that Microsoft is making more off of this console than they are the standard Series X, because they're getting you with that $50 for the digital code for the game. So, and it's also pulling a lot more people in. So just keep in mind, throughout the holidays, there are going to be more chances. You guys just stay tuned. But we don't know when production will stop. That is a big question. So if you want one at all, try through the holiday season. Yeah, we'll definitely have more drops, but it's still going to be limited.
Yeah, and that's a big thing, guys. Do not feel I gotta say, this is something I saw in my city, okay? With all due respect to the city I live in, which I won't do because I won't say what city I live in because I don't want to get swatted. I trust you guys, okay? But there's other people out there that would probably love to see me swatted, and that's why I don't want to mention where I live. With that said, though, it's very disheartening to me because I see Facebook Marketplace just start showing up with like, hey, you want a Halo Xbox? You can get one for $1,000. No, man. You guys, I'm telling you right now, man, if you're following Stock Tracker, if you're following Killer Cam 1020, Matt Swider, Jake Randall, Scrubbing, myself, if you're following us on Twitter and if you got those alerts on, you will not have to succumb to paying twice as much for a console. You shouldn't have to do that, man. And I'm that guy that I know, okay? I know 100% in my heart how it is to live on a budget. If you're a gamer, you're living on a budget, you shouldn't have to pay twice as much, man. If you guys are following us and if you got those alerts on, we're gonna get you, man. And you know, like Stock Tracker said, there's gonna be more Halo Xboxes incoming. Do not give up, man. Do not succumb to the scalper. All right, don't do it, man. I know how important, especially during the holiday season, that $1,000 that you give a scalper. Think about what that extra money could have done for a friend or a family member. Okay, you could have done a lot for them. That's all I'm saying, and I'll just stop right there. I'm getting a little bit emotional, a little bit passionate.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, definitely. You know, don't rush to feel like, you know, your only chance to get one now is to give somebody $1,000. Or I've seen like $1,400, whatever. I mean, it's still, you know, it's still a $500 console, the $50 game. So, you know, just stick with it on these drops because we will definitely have more. They don't launch a console just to only have pre-orders and then for it to be gone in the week that it comes out. Like it's not good press anyways.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it'll look good to see those under Christmas trees. So I feel pretty confident, you know, we're going to have more of these drops ahead. You guys are still ahead of a lot of other people who are going to realize, you know, a couple weeks from now, oh man, I really want a Halo Xbox now that my friend has one or whatever. So stick with it.
Right. Exactly, man. Guys, in case you didn't notice that little gauge or that little, what is it called? A gauge, I guess I'll call it a gauge. We are on the road to 2K on the channel. It would be highly appreciated if you guys are new here. If you want to sub to the channel, we are trying to get to 2K before the end of the year. So that would help out a lot, you guys. You wouldn't even understand. And if we get to 2K before the end of the year, this is going to mean more giveaways for the channel. And this is going to be mean more motivation for us to keep doing videos. So it would help out a lot, you guys. If you are not currently a subscriber to the channel here, if you can press that little sub, you know, it's completely free. And I would really appreciate it, you guys. But we are really close to 2K. And we are about 100 subscribers away. 99. We are 99 subscribers away from 2,000. Guys, it would help out so much and I would appreciate it. But with that said, Tracker, are you ready for some Nintendo Switch OLED questions, my friend?
Yes, I'm happy to talk about the OLED.
Okay. The first question I have, Tracker, is could we expect Switch OLED, or has it already been announced that it will be part of any Black Friday deals or Thanksgiving deals specifically for GameStop in store?
It does seem that way. I would say that, you know, like GameStop has been one of the more consistent stores in terms of like trying to keep some in-store stock kind of cycling through week after week. It really does depend on your location and kind of like, you know, what day they might get it. But they've been one of the more consistent retailers nationwide that has had to try to have them in stock. So I would not be surprised if they did have them in store and try to do something a little bit more coordinated with that this coming week. In general, I feel like there are going to be opportunities for all the consoles this coming week. I mean, Halo Xbox is kind of like, who knows what's going to happen with that. But definitely the OLED, we've been seeing a little bit more activity with that lately. And GameStop does like having them in stores.
Definitely. So
they might not actually announce it though. That's only kind of like thing that I'm a little hesitant about because they haven't really announced OLED restocks in store, you know?
Right, yeah. I noticed that, and Jake Randall told us, he gave us a couple of tips that if you want a Nintendo Switch OLED to keep checking in store, because these are showing up in store. But would you have any further information to elaborate on that? Like what stores, like if somebody wanted a Nintendo
Sure.
Switch OLED next week, like what stores would you recommend for them to keep on the lookout for?
GameStop's the top of the list for me. Yeah, I agree with what Caesar is saying. Yeah, GameStop is the place for definitely top of my list. Because one of the things that you can do pretty consistently is that you can call a store that's near you, ask if they have stock, and if they don't have stock, you can just ask them to check other stores. They can look it up super quickly for you. Um, I even did it like when I was trying to get a console for my partner. She has her OLED now. I was calling our local stores a couple times a week and just call in, check. Oh, they don't have stock, but they think this other store is going to have stock in the next day or two. And we finally got one that way. So
Right.
definitely GameStop is top of the list for finding them in store. And the biggest thing is that you can just call them and have them check other locations. Target, you can also find them there. That's a little bit like more hit or miss because they also sell them online kind of randomly.
Predator.
But you can check in store at Target. Sometimes the electronics staff will actually like check other stores for you, but sometimes they won't. And calling Target for checking on the stock is kind of less consistent as well.
Right.
So I feel like GameStop is probably the best way to go. And some Walmart stores get it in store, but I feel like that's actually like really regional because I've seen people who check their Walmarts like on a weekly basis and they've never seen any Switch OLED pop up.
Right.
But then there are other parts of the US where they see, you know, like 8 to 10 of them just sitting there. So that it's a lot more regional for Walmart.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah, and Matt's right here. He's saying that the GameStop Switch OLED bundles last longer. Yeah. So yeah, Chito, I know Chito's tracking
Okay.
Switch OLED restocks online. I'm tracking Switch OLED restocks online. Matt tweets them out. So yeah, we're watching out for that too. It's not just PS5 and Xbox. You know, everybody wants to get a console this year. Some people like me like having all the different consoles if I can manage it, which makes it even more important to buy at retail. But those bundles did actually last a while, and GameStop had those bundles this past week and the week before. So
Okay.
it's possible they could do that again this coming week.
Okay. Yeah, Nintendo Switch OLED, you guys. You know, if you're following Matt Swider, if you're following Stock Tracker, Killer Cam 1020, you're gonna get alerted. Okay, make sure you have alerts on for them, and for myself. I know that at one point I had a lot of followers start to reach out and be like, I want a Nintendo Switch OLED, and this is the thing. You know, the demand for Nintendo Switch OLED was kind of scoffed at first, but we're getting closer to the holiday season, and we're getting a lot of gamers, parents that realize that if you spend 50 more bucks, you can get that better portable experience. And this goes out to people who don't have a Switch already. If you've never had a Switch, the Switch OLED is probably going to be the more better deal, especially if you play it on the go, because you're getting a really awesome OLED screen. And if you've never experienced OLED, my guys and girls, it's really nice. Okay, it's really nice. So I can understand the demand that's starting to happen towards the end of the year. So Cheeto says if you need OLED, be on the lookout before the week. Won't put it past retailers restock them. Yeah, they're gonna start restocking them for sure, man. Cheeto, thank you so much for being here, and Matt Swider. I cannot believe I'm saying that right now, man. You guys are amazing, man. You know, back in January, I still idolize you guys, but I also realize, you know, back then you guys were helping a lot of people, along with Jake Randall and Killer Cam and Scrubbing. So I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Do you think
Yeah, we'll definitely some OLED restocks for Black Friday, no doubt about that. So yeah, if you're looking for an OLED, keep your eyes out. You know, definitely online, but yeah, like you're saying, you know, like we need a good option for in store. I would definitely check in with your GameStop locations.
Okay. Nice. Black Friday. Chito is saying is gonna be the big the big time to look out for that. Okay, so guys and girls, we're gonna go through your Q&A for a little bit here, but first I want to ask Stock Tracker something, and this is something important. And I said to myself, and I said it during the last couple of streams, that we're always going to mention this every time we stream, every time we record a video about restocks, is that we need to mention something to you guys. Do not, for the love of all that's holy, do not fall for fake accounts on Twitter. Fake accounts on Twitter. Stock Tracker, do you want to let us know of any accounts that are impersonating you, or are they already blocked?
So thankfully, the one account that I knew of that was impersonating me is shut down, and that's like totally credit to the community for reporting them. I really appreciate you guys. Twitter is slow to act, but you got to report these accounts when you see them. And we've said this before, but for anybody who doesn't know, when these scam accounts block us, like us trackers, or anybody that you're going to for restock information, when they block us, we can't see when they're commenting below us. And so if they're trying to say, like, I've seen it, man, like this past week, there have been a lot more of them responding under my tweets, like, because some of them don't have you blocked already, and so you see it flash and then it's blocked and you're like, oh great, now I can't see it.
Right.
So
right.
I've been seeing a lot of those comments that get auto replied to my tweets that say PS5 in stock now, and it's like direct message to this scam account. Never do that.
Right.
Like, do not send any of them any money. Please do not do that. And if you do see those accounts commenting under us, please do report them. And if you can, comment after them so we can see what their handle is, so that we can also report and block them.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you see that verified check and they're still trying to sell you a PS5, that's even more suspicious, right? Because those accounts, in most cases, have been hacked.
Okay.
And these hacked accounts can get sold on the black market. Like, I have no doubt that there are plenty of people running several PS5, Xbox scams all at once. And we've been seeing Halo Xbox appear in these scams a lot too, where people are like, Halo Xbox restock, DM me, like, no, they don't have any consoles to offer you. They don't need to have a console to offer you. All they need to offer is hope, right? To like catch a certain amount of people who are desperate enough. So please don't feel desperate enough to do that. If you're going to pay for a PS5, for instance, and you're going to like overpay for it, make sure that you're doing it in a situation where you have like actual buyer protections. I'm not a big fan of StockX because I don't like that, it makes it too easy for people to resell. I mean, and like, there's nothing wrong with StockX, right? Because reselling is always going to be a thing. So if you guys are going to buy any resold console, just make sure that you got all the proper protections. If you're meeting anybody in person, please be safe, like meet in a public space. But especially watch out for those scams on Twitter, because they'll not only get your money, in a lot of cases, they get your shipping info. And that's just weird, right? You don't want anybody having that kind of personal information, so don't risk it.
Exactly, man. And Cheeto says that's why I started posting so people won't reply. So
yeah. I like that Cheeto started doing that. It was a really good idea.
Exactly, man. And I gotta tell you guys something. These fake accounts and these fake, never ever, I cannot express this enough, never buy from someone from social media. Okay, when I was at like 500 followers, somebody stole my YouTube name, and they started commenting on my channel saying I sell PS5s, I sell Xboxes. And what they did is that they put an underscore like between 1 and video. So they're very freaking devious, you guys. Do not ever I'm not gonna sell you anything. Cheeto's not gonna sell you anything. Stock Tracker, Killer Cam, Matt Swider, Scrubbing, we're never Jake Randall, we're never gonna sell you anything, guys. Do not ever I repeat, give money to people for consoles. It's a scam. Okay, Matt Swider is never gonna sell you something on Twitter or Facebook. It's a scam, and if that happens, you're gonna have to report that account because more than likely, I mean, no, it's gonna be a fake account. Okay, if somebody and the perfect example is this. Okay, Killer Cam 1020 recently, unfortunately, had someone hack his account and they put a letter O instead of the 0, so it was Killer Cam 1020 letters O, and that account, you have to report it because I'm telling you guys, none of us are gonna ever try to sell you anything. So please report it. Make sure you take the precautions. Never buy from anyone, you guys, from social media. It's as simple as that. And I hope this message gets out to everyone out there. You know, and if it doesn't, make sure to tell your friends, your family, anyone close to you. You never want to do that, you guys. Never want to do that at all. And so with that said, Matt Swider is saying in the chat. So okay, Chito is saying I never sell a giveaway. There you go. Matt Swider.
Yeah.
Oh no, Chito says I never sell, I give away. Chito Gaming will give away. Okay, he will not sell you anything.
Yeah, and he's never gonna charge you for it. That's what a giveaway is, you guys.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, exactly. I've seen giveaways where people are like, oh, you know, well, I need $50, I need $100 for shipping. That's not a giveaway.
Exactly. Matt Swider says that's what I do, giveaways, but stressed I never sell them. Someone made up a fake Gmail saying you won, only MSRP. Oh, that's terrible, man. That's freaking terrible. And you know, me as a small creator, I can only imagine what you guys go through, man. And I gotta give you props for that. That's crazy. But that, you know, I'm gonna say that every time I stream. You never want to buy from anyone on social media, guys. You never. No. Cesar Garcia, now hold up. I don't know about all that, dude. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a picture of what you just said right now. I don't know what you're talking about right now. Okay, don't do all that, man. I don't know about all that. I'll look into it, but I don't know. Okay. With that said, we're kind of heading towards the end of the stream, but Stock Tracker, thank you again, man, for being here. Thank you so much. And would you like to have, like, do you have any final thoughts or comments before? Oh, we're gonna raid another channel.
Yeah.
we're you know, I have 35 people here with me, but who's left? We're gonna do a little mini raid on scrubbing. So if you guys want to stay for that, I'm going to go with you guys and we're going to chat over there. You can ask me whatever you want over there on Scrubbing's channel if you want. But with that said, Tracker, do you have anything else you want to say with us, man?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure that if anybody did have any questions, that they got a chance to ask them. I know that I've seen some questions about the Elite Series 2 controllers, the Halo ones. So I would say, I've seen info that, you know, GameStop is planning to do another restock of those. We just don't know when. So I just say, you know, GameStop, keep them on your mind. And like we were saying earlier, if you're going to try to buy anything from the Microsoft store, if you see something pop into stock somehow, or if you see an alert from us, definitely try to check out through an Xbox. And like I said earlier, there was somebody who DM'd me a picture that they were able to check out with an Elite Series 2 controller via their Xbox. So just something to keep in mind if you're looking for that controller. And we'll definitely tweet any alerts online too.
Okay.
But yeah, any questions that we didn't get to? Because I know we covered a lot. So yeah, you guys feel free to plug anything in the chat if we didn't talk about it already.
And you know what? That's something I forgot to do. Hold up. If you don't mind, Tracker, I'm gonna go through some of the questions we might have missed.
Yeah, totally, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to make sure that everybody feels like they got heard.
Yeah, and see if I can. The Streamlabs lets me go back an hour, but okay. Let me see here. Jucky, a really quick shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for being the help that you've been helping me with. Jucky, I really gotta say thank you, man. Okay, you're appreciated. You're appreciated. Okay. Unknown Wisdom said my local Best Buy had like 7 on the shelf. Okay, let me see if there's any questions that we missed here.
Okay, I see. Caesar asks about the Microsoft dropping Halo Xbox via email. We've seen some Microsoft chat people say that something like that might happen. Just like with any other kind of like customer service chat, I wouldn't take it too seriously, but this would be a really, I mean, to me, it makes sense, right? That they would eventually do the Halo Xbox this way if they wanted to continue selling them directly through Microsoft. So, um, yeah, it's possible. It's not confirmed, but it's possible. And it would make sense. So I think we're going to see a lot more of these regular Series X invites going forward. And that's a good thing because their sites perform so badly. And be open to the idea that we might see, I don't know for what reason and how somebody might get that particular email, but for Halo Xbox as well. I'll tweet out if I see any emails like that popping in for folks.
Okay. Really quick, True Goated about 30 minutes ago. True Goated, I'm sorry, man. Hopefully you're still here. He said he can send us pictures of PS5s and Xbox Series X from Walmart in the back by a worker. True Goated, reach out to Killer Cam. His Twitter link is in the description. And you can reach out to me via DM on Twitter at 1VideoGameDude. So please send those pictures over to us. We will look them over. Okay.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I've seen that customer service chat that says November 25th for a Microsoft Halo Xbox. I would say that if they drop it normally on the site, unless they really change the site, it's not going to go well. Because when they launched on launch day, like they dropped on launch day, it was so bad. Like it was so bad that it was. I mean, it was already gone. Before anybody had a chance. It was one of the worst ones they've had. So I would be a little bit. I wouldn't hold too much hope for the possibility that would go well. If they are going to just do it the normal way. But if they figured out some kind of system to improve, and if they update the website, we'll likely have some sort of indication of that in advance of the 25th. But I would say because that's just a customer service response, I wouldn't take it too seriously. Like with Best Buy, we see them say all kinds of crazy stuff every week. They'll even say sometimes that like, oh, it's going live in like 30 minutes. Like we see the weirdest stuff come out of customer service. So never take that as a confirmation, I would say.
Awesome, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
For sure.
Okay. Wait, was that Kevin's question?
Yeah, he was mentioning that he heard that they'll be doing that. Yeah.
Kevin also asked about, I think it was Kevin asked earlier, Jucky, I'm sorry. Jucky is asking Xbox fridge on Monday? Is that true for Target? Well, that's the street date, right?
Yeah, they moved up the release date.
So it's happening on Monday. I don't know if we're gonna have a drop for the fridge, but I'm saying like people are getting those on Monday. So
yeah, they bumped up the official release date, and yeah, like if you're on Twitter, you've seen that some people have gotten them already.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't have any confirmed information about like it being in store or anything like that. But I think Cam was mentioning before that there was a Target location that had some in the back actually, and I mean this is like rumor of a rumor. I don't know personally, but if they are going to be, if they did move up the release date, it is entirely possible that they could have them online again even this week. So we'll be watching for that too. We'll be alerting for that. I know it's kind of crazy. I'm tracking mini fridges, but I'm totally down.
Yeah, I mean,
in all my days.
Without saying too much, you guys, there's gonna be a point where I'm tracking pens, but that's a story for another day.
Pens, man, it's gonna boom.
Deborah, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Uh, okay. So, guys, we're gonna start wrapping this up, and thank you so much for being here. Stock Tracker, I need to tell you thank you so much, man, for being here. Thank you for taking the time. And James Stedio says, "LOL." Yeah, yeah. You, if you guys are in the store, if you guys are in store for a gel pen, I'll let you guys know. I got the hookup. But thank you guys so much for being here. Matt Swider, Chito Gaming subscribing to the channel. My heavens to Betsy. Thank you, man, so much. And I was hoping we were gonna get the Halo Xbox delivered tonight. And I mean, me personally, I still got 30 minutes left. Hopefully it gets delivered. We got a delay notification a couple of days ago, but I called Walmart and they said it should arrive today, so I'm gonna go check that really quick. And also my cat wants to go out again, so it's a bunch of chaos. But I want to say, yeah, it's a bunch of chaos. But thank you so much again for Stock Tracker for taking a break from his day to come here, and Matt Swider and Chito Gaming. I appreciate you guys so much. But with that said, before we attempt to raid scrubbing on Twitch, if you guys have a Twitch account, I'm gonna be over there chatting with you guys, okay? I'm gonna be over there. If you guys got questions about anything, I'll be over there raiding his chat. But it's gonna be scrubbing on Twitch. If you don't have a Twitch account, you can make one. It's free to do. But I'm gonna leave that link right now. And we're raiding, you guys, okay? We're gonna be raiding. But with that said, before we leave, Stock Tracker, do you want to tell us anything before you leave, my dude?
Just thanks for everybody for being here. Yeah, and for continuing to, support to the channel, especially. This is a good place for gamers to come together and chill out and kind of debrief on what we saw in the past week and look ahead to the next week. And I do want to say, I really appreciate everybody who's tagged me in pictures and stuff, because I want to retweet everybody who tags me in a picture, but then I get people complaining at me for tweeting too much. But I want to celebrate you guys every time you get that victory that you've been after, and just know, when I see that you get your console, that reminds me what this is all about. And it just gives me so much fuel to keep doing this. It can be crazy some weeks, and it can be stressful and all that kind of stuff, but it makes it 100% worth it to see you guys get your consoles. So I appreciate all the support, and I love the community. And let's keep it going. We got a crazy holiday season ahead, plenty of opportunities for people to get their consoles. So yeah, looking forward to more of those picks.
Stock Tracker, man, I appreciate you. Once a stranger, now a friend. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you, man.
Hopefully we can have you on here again, dude, because it's always a pleasure. It really is, dude, and it's eye-opening. It really is. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, this is really nice for me. Definitely a good way to chill out for tonight. And I'll be hopping onto some Infinite here in a little bit. So
Infinite, let's go, baby.
Yeah, I might need another cup of coffee, dude.
All right, man.
Have my reflexes on.
All right, Tracker. Thank you so much again, guys and girls.
You bet.
Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated. We're going to go ahead and raid scrubbing over on Twitch. I'll be in the chat if you guys want to chat with me. All you got to do is let that man know that I sent you, and also comment at me. Okay, you can comment to me directly, whatever it is you want on his chat, and I'll answer, okay? So once again, thank you guys and girls so much for being here. This stream will be available tomorrow morning with timestamps. And with that said, you guys and girls, until we see you next time, stay safe, stay awesome. You're cool. Guys, we're going to see you later, man. Yeah!